Alright, so we have it blocked out. That's cool, but let's see if we can finish it now. So I'm gonna duplicate the block out. I'm gonna name it table O2 base. I'm gonna turn off the block out. I'll turn off the mannequin. And going to maybe make a new collection, call it top, put that cube in there. I'm going to duplicate this cube, and I'm going to reduce the X. I'm going to divide it by 5 because I want this piece here to be made up of like 5 boards. Oh wait, before I go and start duplicating a bunch of boards, I should set this board up. That would be a good idea. Pro 200 IQ move there. Go ahead and UV on seam and put whatever you want on here before you go and duplicate it. Alright, that should be it for the seams. Good, good, good. And a bevel limited by weight. 0.02 on that. And a displace modifier. Yeah, use the same texture with 0.03 strength. I'm going to put that before the bevel. I'm going to apply all transforms. And now I'm going to start duplicating this. And I'm just gonna roughly eyeball it so it's close. I don't really want it to be perfect. If I did, I wouldn't be using all these displace modifiers. I want it to look a little natural, a little realistic. Now I'll duplicate those two and move them over. Okay. At this point, something I might do is I think I'm going to go and maybe like vary the length. I'm going to turn off snapping. Yeah. Like I just kind of want to move these around just a bit. Alright. You know, you don't have to do that with your table. You can have one that everything matches perfectly and everything is perfect. I should have added loop cuts though before I duplicated them all. Oh well. Adding loop cuts is easy. I think for these top boards I'm gonna add 5 apiece. Alright, that is looking pretty good. This place modifier is shifting them very slightly. You can see if I turn it off and on, how it is warping them, but only a little. So otherwise we end up with this really weird, crazy, perfect looking table, which is not really what I want. If anything, I'd want this to be a little stronger. Maybe have a little more variation too. This is kind of bending them all together. But anyway, having variation that's important, but not something I'm going to get too bogged down in right now. Like you can just go and move the Z down just a bit on, say, that one. You could go to town, make your table look crazy. That's a little too crazy, but you get the idea. Gonna undo all that. And one thing I noticed is I don't believe I set these to shade smooth, which is part of why we got that really hard line in the plank there when I was messing with it. But we've got our top planks. And the rest of this block out, honestly, I think it's pretty okay. I mean, for like a simple little table, this is probably alright. I think this is fine. You could definitely customize this a whole lot if you wanted. Iterate on this, play with it, make as many tables as you like. Just going to go ahead and make a legs category. Put those in there. What am I doing? I'm all over the place. Frame. Well, I grab all the rest of these and put these in frame. Want to apply all the transforms. Is this still looking okay? Some of these look like they're being warped a little much. I don't know. I want to add some breakups here on these side beams. Give it 3. I think 2 on these front ones. Oh yeah, it's kind of both of these doing it. I don't really like them sticking through each other like that. I think I'm just going to select the whole frame, set to 0.01 strength with Alt-Enter to apply these changes to all of them, which did not work, obviously. Even though I feel like it should. Yeah, I mean that time I applied to all of them. When does it not work if it's like the same? Wait, is it adding it? That's 0.4 now. What are you doing? Yeah, this one seems to keep like updating like I'm adding and subtracting. Mm. Oh well. I think that's fine. It's all fine. Alternatively, other than trying to get it right with the Alt-Enter, you could just select them all and Control-L and go to Modifiers, and it will essentially take whatever you had and copy the modifiers across all of them. I set that to 0.01 instead of, I guess it was minus 0.01 before. Then Control L. But you do need to be careful with the Control L linking, because that copies the entire modifier stack across everything you selected from whatever your active object is. So you might not always want to do that, but in the case of our frame, that is perfectly okay. So we got all this now. I think I'm pretty okay with all the modifiers and all that for now. So I'm gonna grab it all, and let's see if we can UV this without any issues. I do expect this to be pretty straightforward. This should not be a deal at all. And yeah, that looks like a reasonable UV unwrap. That looks fine. I'm not sure I really care at this point to try to make this table look super amazing with like tons of handcrafted little detail here and there. I don't know. Do I want to? I mean, I probably should. I feel like I kinda should. I feel like I shouldn't just be lazy. So it may be too much though. Ah, I don't know. I could spend so much time messing around with trying to get the noise and the little details just right. I really could. What if I put like something like that? Just to displace along the X. Yeah, I mean that's not bad, but I don't like it. It's too uniform. Like through the middle. It's okay on the sides. I'm gonna need to link those back. Okay. No. I think I'm going to not play with this too much. I'm just going to roll with this for now. Or am I? Yeah, I'm gonna do the bad thing. I'm gonna make a bunch of slight tweaks by hand. This is the worst possible decision I could have made. Spending all this actual time on a table like this. I'm just moving it slightly on the Z, the X, scaling it a little bit. Now I'm probably moving kind of fast. Not that fast, but fast enough so it's maybe hard to follow. I'm not messing this up too bad, am I? Nah. No, I think that looks good. Don't want to do anything too severe. I just want to do enough. Just enough, and no more. Okay, nothing obviously intersecting, I hope. As I try to navigate around. Okay, maybe a little something here. Yep. Well, okay. This table has a lot more going on, I think. Wonder what would happen if I added... I mean, I feel like I'd kinda hate to, but what if I did... Okay, I need to up the bevel count, otherwise we end up with really round corners. A subdivision. I feel like that's just too unnecessary. We don't need it. Yeah, these guys are a little too close. And actually here as well. Okay. Guess I might as well go and add like some handcrafted detail here. I just want the one. All right. Move that back on the Y. Oh, that is, yeah, that is maybe a bit much. Just a little. Jeez. Yeah, be careful with this stuff. You don't want to go too far. Just enough to make it different. Of course, it kind of makes it all look worse, but the idea is to make this look a little imperfect and medieval. Not to make the best looking, most symmetrical and amazing wooden table. Yep, alright. I think that's good enough. The boards look pretty nicely broken up. These legs here I think are good the way they are. Yeah, I think that'll look nice once we get that in game. Pretty nice. Alright, so I'm just gonna make sure I applied all transforms. I'm going to unwrap again, because I did change the last stuff. Alright. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and duplicate collection a few times. I'm going to make this table go to low, table high. Ah, no. I guess maybe before I did all this, I should rename the meshes. So I forget, is that Control F2? Yeah, Control F2 is the bulk rename. So I want to use set name to top plank. Then these I'm going to Control F2 and set name to leg. These are going to be frame. Okay. So now we kind of have names that make sense. So now I can come in and make this the high collection. Select these, and I'm going to add a new suffix, underscore high. And I think I should, yeah, I should really just be selecting like all of these. And so now everything there has underscore high. Now select all these, Control F2, underscore low. Now we have our low, our high, and our base. And we want our material, want a new material. Just going to call it table. And I want to link all their materials. So now with Control L, everything has table set. Here in our low collection. Then in the high collection, well, here actually we need to be a little more deliberate with the materials. So we want to add a tabletop material. And I'm going to make that green. I'm going to go into the look dev. I think that's what it's called. This button right here. No, viewport shading. Why'd I call it look dev? It used to be called that. I swear something here was called look dev shading at some point. It really was. This says viewport shading now, which I think is good. That makes more sense. Maybe I'm just losing it. Anyway, I'll link the materials. So all of these have the top material now. Now the legs. Gonna give them a leg material. That will be red. Control L to set all the materials. Now we've got the frame. Okay, I'm gonna select one, then that. So now I've got the frame. This will be blue. I'm gonna Control L, link the materials. And okay. So we've got that now. High's good. Low's good. And I'm gonna save, and then in the next video I will export and texture this inside of Substance Painter.